Hey everyone, thank you for coming back and joining me. This is a very special journal that I've made, and this one is for myself. I have only been making journals for a few months, and I have yet to make one for myself until now. So I don't feel like it's completely finished. I've worked very hard for the last couple of weeks on this journal. I was also doing another journal which isn't quite finished yet. That is not for me, but I was sort of working on both of them at the same time, and then yesterday I got serious about making the cover for this one. I tend to make the signatures first and then make the cover. Don't know why, that's how it seems to work for me. Then if I need to make the cover bigger, I can. So this one has a cloth cover, and this is fabric that I had on hand. It's a batik fabric, and I just love the color of it. I used my stitches on my sewing machine to make the label for the front. And I sewed it around. Oops, a few threads on it. I did put handles on this. I may not keep them. I may cut them off. It's got a ribbon closure, and it's got a tassel that I made. This is one of my hand-stamped muslin tags that I did, and it's got this on the back. And it's attached with a bulb pin, and it's got some significant charms on it. This angel wing is representative of my brother who passed away a few years ago. The dog bone and the paw print are representative of my two little dogs that you sometimes hear barking in these videos. I don't know if this showed up the first time. Butterfly, because pretty much I put butterflies everywhere and I love my butterflies. And this little fish is not because I like fishing, but it's got all the colors in it that I wanted. And I love the ocean. I love going to Maine. It's where my family is from. And I love to be near the ocean in Maine, and I love seafood, so that helps with that. And then there's a feather in here that is just because I love finding bird feathers and thinking they're a little bit of a hello from my brother and other family members possibly. And this one is because my word for the year for 2019 is heart, and it's got a red heart on it, and it says love, and I love love. So those are just a few of the things that are on here, and I'll probably add to that at some point along the way too. So let's take a look inside. So I'm still learning how to do the insides of journals and what I like to put in them. The sun is shining in here today, so I'm not going to complain about that, but there might be a little glare. So this is the inside cover. I used a canvas. It's like a heavy muslin. It's a canvas outdoor fabric, and I put a pocket in here, and this is actually my first time to put a pen pocket in. So there's one here, and there is one here for a little bit larger pen if I had a chunkier pen that I wanted to write with. I used cardstock from a paper pad to make the signature covers. So this is one of them, and I put pockets in them and decorated them. This is from a postcard stamp that I have, and I went nuts making a bunch of postcards. So I put that in there. This is a glassine bag that I made a tag for. And everything I've put in here is so that I can journal on it. So I've put a lot of tags and tuck spots and stuff like that. And I just love this button and ribbon to make a flower out of, because that's another favorite thing I have, which there is a flower on the tassel, but I forgot to show it to you. This is my word of the year. It's heart. I want to spend more time taking care of my own heart and taking care of the things that I care about and doing the things I care about. So this is my word of the year. And there are some things going on in my life where I want to take better care of myself, and hopefully this will be a good year for me. Last year was a little bit rough, so I'm going to take care of myself this year. This is another tuck spot. This is a napkin I decoupaged onto a 3x5 card, and I added some lace and a stamp here and a stamp here. And this is just a printable, I think this is out of the paper pack, because it has sparklies on it and I didn't do that, so it's got to be out of the paper pack. Here's some crinkly paper that I can pull down and write on. A little tag here that says believe, because I want to believe in myself more. So I made a little pocket out of one of the cutouts from the paper pack. This is from a doily that I just laid one of my pages out on the desk, and when I was inking the doily, I went ahead and did it on the paper, and I like the effect a lot, so I do it in most of my journals. This is just some ledger paper that I can write on. This is another tag with a cutout, and this is the doily, one of the doilies that I inked. Lots of writing space, washi tape. This is just composition paper that's tea dyed. This is another, this is from a paper pack, this is from a paper pack. I made the tag out of manila cardstock. This is a double, well actually a triple pocket, because I made a tuck right there. And this is from a 6x6 package of paper, and I put lined composition paper on the back so I can open it up and write on it. And this pocket I learned to make from Terri Wood, and I can also open this up, and I have a little writing spot here as well. So that's a little secret tuck spot right there. And oh, I forgot this too. This opens up. This opens up too. So that all comes unfolded. I may put a piece of tea dye paper in there. Like I said, I was just trying to get this done. And I worked on it a long time. So I wanted to finish it up and let you guys see it. So that goes there. That goes there. And this is one of my hand stamped, well actually I did this on my printer, and it says create, and it's just some lace and muslin, white muslin, that I put through the printer with freezer paper on the back of it. That's just the center of the signature. And what I did was I like to use elastic in the Midori style on my journals, because then when a signature is done being used, being filled up, you can replace it with another one and keep the beautiful cover. So that's kind of why I do it that way. This is another of that 6x6 piece, and I think this is 6x6. And this is just, this is one of the clusters that I made sitting in front of TV one night, and it was before I decided to do this journal. just happens to be in similar colors. And this is another piece of the composition paper. I'm going to cut this right here so that I can open that up, use the inside to write on. There's a little, I've never put lace on a page before, so I put lace on the edge of this tracing paper, and I have a little charm here with some beads attached to the bulb pin. A 5x7 card that I sprayed with Tattered Angels. I like a little bling and a little shine. This is from the paper pack, one of the paper packs I used. Both of these are. And that's just another blank journaling card. And some more of the crinkly paper and tea-dyed paper. This is another tuck spot. This is one of my paper flowers that I make into a altered paper clip, and I put a couple of the blue and white charms on the paper clip before I glued it together. And then this is one of my clusters, and just a 5x7 card that I can take out, and I can use it as a journaling card. And just the back of the signature with another card in it. I don't have any special things that I'm going to do with these pockets, but if I find things that I want to put in my journal while I'm journaling, I can use the pockets for tuck spots for those things, and that way I have them. This is another pocket. This is the second signature. I love this. Out of limitations comes creativity. And this is another napkin, and this is just some eyelash yarn that I glued on in a bow. Another piece of paper out of the paper pack, and a little bit of lace that I cut off of something I found at a thrift shop. And this is out of a little paper pack that I got at Hobby Lobby. I just love these. They're like little automatic journaling cards, trading cards kind of size. And this says, follow your dreams. Happiness and happy-go-lucky are here out of the thesaurus. This is another paper fold that I learned from Terri Wood. And it's a sheet music sheet printout, or I can't remember where I got this. Somebody sent it to me, or I printed it out off the computer or something. Anyway, I think I put it in there upside down, but who knows? I don't read music, so I don't care. But this whole thing can be used to journal on, and it's kind of a hidden tuck spot that way. Excuse me. So, oops. There we go. And I put the paper clip there just to hold this in. It's a heart paper clip because this journal's about my heart. So, sometimes I can't always function. It's early in the morning, and this is one of those mornings. Here's the doily that I inked onto that page. Here's another journaling card and tuck spot out of a glassine bag that I used Tattered Angels on, and another cutout and some cheesecloth. And this is a piece of cardstock that I stamped with a stamp that I have, and it says Believe, and this is just blank so far, but I'll probably dress it up at some point and put a ribbon on the top. This is a printout, and I think it was a free printout I found on Pinterest or somebody's blog or something, and this was something else that I found on Pinterest. It says it's always tea time. I drink a lot of tea. My husband brings me a mug of tea in the morning, and I really love him for that. This is a pocket that I learned. I can't remember if this was another Terri Wood pocket or not. But anyway, this is one of the few things that are in here that I've sewn. I don't do a lot of sewing yet for my journals, but I'm going to start. with just a couple of tags in the front pocket. Oh, somebody did, I know where this came from. Somebody did a tutorial. Who was it? I can't remember off the top of my head. If I find it, I'll link it below. It's all washi tape, except this little piece of paper. But this is all like washi tape along here. So what I did was I took book page, and this is ribbon. This is a little saying that I cut out from the card, from the paper pad. This is washi tape. This is washi tape. This is a page, part of the page. And this is all washi tape. And I just stuck it down, then sewed around the edges, and I made the pocket for the front. I sewed this first, and then I folded it up, and I sewed around the edge. And then that's a pocket as well. And these are just from paper packs that I had, or printouts that I did, or something like that. I can't remember, but I really love the whole, I think it was Wendy. Was it Wendy? I don't know. I'll have to look. I apologize if it's you and you're watching, which you're probably not because I don't have that many followers. But so there's the back of the page from the paper pack that I did the doily inking on. And that was this doily here that I used. And this is from a separate paper pack that I like to use. It's got all kinds of graph paper and other stuff in it. Tea-dyed. Tea-dyed tracing paper, tea-dyed composition paper. This is another little fold that I learned from Terri Wood. I had cut out some, I'm trying to think. I think I used a die for this or not. But this is a file folder. You can see the little scored lines here for the fold. So what I did was I took a file folder and I just cut rectangles out of the fold part. And then I made them the size I wanted them. I collaged the front a little bit simply. And they're flip-ups. They're flip-up tags. So I really like that because it's a lot of journaling space. But the front is pretty. And I put a big enough ribbon on it so that when I flipped it open, it would still open. If you tie the ribbon too tight, you're not going to be able to open it. And then this folds out. So this is another journaling spot, but kind of a secret journaling spot because nobody knows it opens. So this one I did learn from Terri Wood. I watched like, I don't know, she has like 10 videos or maybe more on different folds for paper. And I just glued around the 3 edges and it makes a tuck spot and the ribbon sticks out the top of the journal. This is the other half of, where is it? Oh, it's back further. This is a large glassine bag that I got. Well, it was supposed to be a paper bag, but I think it's more glassine. What I did was put some of this brown paper on the back. I collaged the front. This is fabric. I made a little tuck pocket there. And this came in the printed paper pack. And this is a stamp I have that says Follow Your Dreams. And I like music, and so I just did all that. And when I put it in, this is the opening to the bag. And I like this flower sticking out, so I have that there. And then I have this. This is the center of the signature again. This was from a large 12 by 12 piece of the paper pack, and I just fussy cut around the flowers and made a pocket out of it. And this is a collaged card, and I just put some tissue paper and stuff on it and some washi. And so that's another journaling card that fits in there. And you can journal behind it too. So that goes in there like that. And I thought the butterfly on top of the flower was kind of neat. This is the other half of that bag that I was looking for. And I covered the back with paper so I could write on it. And then I made a tuck spot in the front, and I have this, my paper is moving all over the place. I made a tuck spot in the front. I have collaged it, and this is another one of those little like cards that comes in the paper pack that I like. That's like a ATC card, and it says these moments. And sometimes I have some of those moments. And then I made a little, I used some of the leftover paper that I cut off and made a little, this is going to be a mini journal. I just haven't put any paper in it yet, but that goes in this pocket here. And then I used some, this is a stamp I have with a dream catcher on it, because I also make dream catchers. And this is a feather stencil I have that I just thought was really perfect as a background. And some more composition paper and tracing paper. The other side of that graph paper, and the other side of the doily that I inked on it. This is some more of the brown crinkly paper. This is actually masking paper that you get at Home Depot. You can get it in brown and kind of a greenish color. And then this is a Graphics Fairy envelope that I downloaded. So it's just a journaling. I did it on cardstock. So it's just a journaling spot right now. And this is an altered paper clip. This is a piece I got from the Graphics Fairy that I printed on cardstock as well. And I just made an altered paper clip out of it and put a couple little dangly beads on it. And so that's what holds this onto the page. So the peacock shows on the other side. And another page with lace and a bulb pin and a dangle. The other side of the doily. This is one of my favorite stamps here. I just love her. I don't know why. I just think it's really beautiful. And this is one rubber stamp that I can say when I found it, I snatched it right up. And I guess because of all the butterflies. This is just a piece of the card from a paper pack, and it's already lined. So it's all ready to be written on. And I just tuck this in here, and I put her on cardstock and just glue down the three sides. Here, here, and here. Made a little tuck. This is from an old paper pack. Oopsies. Paper pack I have. And I just had to stick that in there. I love purple too, and it's just a little splash of color. And these are two stamps that I have. They're rubber stamps. Well, three. This came in a clear pack of stamps, unmounted. This is a mounted rubber stamp, and so is this with the French writing. And it's more butterflies and stuff. And it's just a 5x7 card. This one was not tea stained, so, and I did spray it first with Tattered Angels, so I really like the background on that. And then this is the back pocket, and this is the other half of the paper that I did my journaling on for my word of the year. And it's just a small composition book I got at a local store. And this is a little booklet that I did have time to put paper in. And so I bought a new Tim Holtz tiny attacher stapler, and so I used a little bit of washi to just cover up the staple. And this is paper that I've cut off of other sheets from the composition book, and I just put it in here to write on. And it can be folded up, tucked in there. And so I am just keeping those in the back. And that's my journal. That's the back cover. So I hope that I learn to use my journal to journal happy thoughts in. Throughout my life, I have only journaled when I'm depressed or unhappy. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to journal happy moments and live in my happy place. So that is what this journal is all about. And I'm very happy with it. I am very excited that I got it done. And here's the little key to my heart. And I hope that you enjoyed watching this flip through with me. And Juni, if you're watching, this one's for you. Thank you for the challenge. I appreciate it. I'm going to link below the challenge that I'm following and your YouTube channel. And if anyone watching this has enjoyed it or is inspired, I hope you'll subscribe and give me a thumbs up on the video. And I hope you have a wonderful day and take care of yourself. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Enjoy your life.